Hey, what's going on, everybody? You can call me Snippy, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. Super hostile, legendary. I just woke up, so forgive me if I'm not at peak performance or anything. But I decided that of all things I could record today, I decided I wanted to do this one. I wanted to record this. Now, that's mostly because this is a special thing for me. This is a special thing for me to play. And I'm gonna be honest, we've made a lot of progress on this. I mean, we have a lot of the wool here. I mean, we don't. We actually don't even have, we have like a third of it at most. Never mind, wait a minute, hold on. We haven't even found iron, gold, or diamond yet at all to begin with, let alone enough for a block or anything. Like, I still have stone tools at best. I barely found any sources of stone even, so it's a bit of a problem. In fact, I actually kind of want to remedy that, and I think that my goal today is exactly that. I want to go beyond the current tools that I have, because they are just not good enough. They do not meet the standards that I would like to meet. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I feel like I have a better idea for this video. What? What is this? What is this? Where am I? What is this? What is this? What is this? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I guess I'll do the intro again, but this is a weird video. Welcome back to Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. Today's a different day. I realize now I wanted to do something special today, and in my mind, I wanted to do the thing I've been doing recently, which is maybe try and like finish any given thing in like one go. But I don't have any. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know what the hell to do on Legendary right now. I don't have any idea. So instead, I decided I just now, you literally saw me decide, I want to do something I've had on the back burner for a while, and that is I want to revisit my beta world at least one time. You know, I want to basically just look around and reminisce, maybe, if I even can. I don't know. We'll see if I find anything to talk about that's like worth talking about. I don't know. But I immediately start off here. Is this even the right world? I don't know if this is even the right world. This is the right world. Oh my god, was I that bored? Oh my god, I was that bored that I literally was like, I don't know, I guess I'll blow a hole. I'll use some TNT that I have collected. I think that's literally what I did. I think that's actually what I did in the last episode. No way that's what I did. No way. That's what I did? God, okay, well. Here we are. I think I want to look back. Today we're going to look back, okay? We're going to look back on the past. And honestly, this world is already this world, I can't wait to go to the main part. I feel like it's going to be really nostalgic. It's only been a year, right? I think it has been maybe a year since let me check. I have the ability to check. So I'm just going to check. Real quick. I'm going to check Minecraft beta and see when is my last normal episode. Only 75. I only did 75 episodes. And it was July 1st. Okay, so it's been half a year. It hasn't even been that long. Dude, okay, so many things have happened in 6 months. And I think that's another thing I want to kind of reflect on, is that the time really just flew right by. I mean, you know, where'd the time go? You know, it really just flew right on by. And you know, it's been a little rough, you know, and I'm the kind of person that maybe I don't know. I kind of don't know what to think about it when things go down. I kind of just, you know, decide, you know, I try to think about what I'm doing next. You know what I mean? And usually that's, I'll just keep going. You know, I'll just keep on going forward. That's usually how it goes. Now, unfortunately, forward is subjective, and I don't think I've had a forward to go for a little while now. That being said, again, so much has happened. I mean, I got rid of the cuttlefish, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, I played through a few games, a bunch of games. I've done a lot of things in that short time span, but it's just it doesn't feel like it's been that long. No, I don't know. On one hand, it feels like it's been absolutely ages. On the other hand, it feels like it's been 5 seconds. You know, it's really, I have so many conflicting emotions in my head that I kind of don't really know where to go with it. But it's scary, I guess. Everything about it is scary. So that's the last project I worked on. I wanted to make a few skyscrapers, but I made one, and I didn't even finish it. I was gonna do more on the other floors of it, but would you look at that? That's it. I was also gonna extend that frame so that wouldn't look as awkward and strange as it currently does. But alas, what can you do about it now? But yeah, I mean, oh my god, dude. It feels like I was here yesterday. It feels like I was here yesterday, man. Look at the railway I built. It's so good, and it's perfectly safe and functional and great. And my house, God, it's not even that big. It's kind of small. I think the greenhouse has more surface area than the house. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go in there in a second. I just wanted an overview of the area, you know. That's a good thing. I'm glad I built this windmill because it is really helpful for that. And remember, this is beta, right? I don't have that many blocks to build with. Not that many options, and I don't have any mods or anything, so I had to build this all with scraps, okay? I had to build this all with scraps. 75 episodes went into this entire thing, and I had so much fun going through that journey of going through this world and building all this stuff. And oh my god, I didn't even... Oh yeah, I wanted to make another quarry at the sand mine quarry place, because I just didn't do that for whatever reason. Wow. The fireplace and the skeleton head and our kitchen. What a kitchen. I feel like this is a top tier kitchen for Minecraft beta. Like, how do you even do one better than this? Maybe some windows might have been nice, but I mean, look at that. Look, there's even cake, you know? I don't want to use that cake though. It has wheat in it, so I don't want to... You know, I realize now, that cake episode I did, that's one of my favorite videos I've ever made, one of them anyway. And actually, before I even go any further, I want to go and just look at it real quick, because it's its own separate thing. So I want to go look at it. If I can find a way down here, oh my god, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the trees, the tree path, of course, that's the way. Oh my god, how could I forget? That little pig. I wonder if we'll see Terry. I hope we do. I miss Terry. I miss Terry a little bit. Just a little bit. Terry's always with us though. Oh hey, look, he's right there. He's right there. Okay. I don't need to, like I said, he's everywhere. I don't need to stick on it for too long. Look at this. Look at how much of the cake I ended up using, and how, oh my god, this was such a pain to record. I mean, seriously. The amount of time it took to actually milk all the cows and stuff, it was a nightmare. It really was horrible. But it was a great episode nonetheless. It was a lot of fun to do. It was a very out there goal. It was a goal that it basically came from the idea that I wanted to like open a chest and just see it's a cheated world, just one item that's like kind of ridiculous, and it fill up the whole thing. That was basically one intent of that ordeal, of that mission, of that I don't know, of that goal, of that objective. There you go, of that objective. That was one of the ideas behind that. But that was fun to do. I guess I should go around like this, right? Have a little look-see. Have a little look-see around the place. But I think recently I've had this, I guess maybe conundrum that doing things just completely out of nowhere, like I'm gonna do this. Sometimes that is like really fun to do. You know, that's been really rewarding to do with some certain things. And I think some of the builds that I did in this as well, that may have turned out the best that way. Like I think the greenhouse was, I don't know, maybe that was something I deliberately wanted for a while, but I don't remember. That was a long time ago. Yeah, this is the there's nothing up there. There's nothing up there. But I like this. I like. Shut up here, O'Brien. I like this. You know, I don't know what this is, but I like it. This little like store of sorts. You know, it's pretty cool. And then you obviously go up the elevator shaft, and I'm really happy with how the elevator shaft came out. It's like, you could definitely imagine there actually being an elevator in here if the torches weren't in the way, and if there were such a thing that existed to begin with. But then at the top, we have a beautiful office that has a couch to sleep on, and that's it. I was gonna do other floors, but I didn't end up doing that. I think it's neat. I think it's nice. I need to go take a look at the map and see if I remember all the markers. I'm not gonna have time to go explore them all, but I remember I named individual areas of this world, just kind of based off of random nothingness. And that was really fun to do. That was a really cool thing to do, and I really liked that. So, what would I say to myself now if I had to say anything to myself back then? I don't think I would have very much to say. Because I don't know, man. Everything just kind of happens, you know? Everything just kind of happens. And I feel like the more you think about it, it doesn't really help you to think about it too much. You know what I mean? It doesn't really help you to do that. So it's been, again, it's I think I've had the most fun recently just doing whatever. And it's probably a little healthier, but I don't know. I mean, if I really had to think about it, I would say I don't know. I don't know if I did anything wrong. I don't know, because I don't know what the alternate world is where I did things better or did things more right or anything. I don't know what that's like, so I can't really say that I don't know if I don't know if I would want to change anything if I could go back. I mean, again, I was not unaware, you know. I knew that my time was limited on some of the things that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I knew that, like, things go by, you know, things happen, right? And there's nothing you can really do other than to just kind of go about your business and just, you know, try to make do. Look at this classroom. Isn't this great? Look at this. This is perfect. But there's really not much you can do about it. There's not much I would change about it. I wouldn't try to. I definitely wouldn't. If I knew how everything would go at the start, maybe I would have been like, I don't know then. Maybe it's just not worth it then. Maybe I would have never done anything, you know? So I don't know. I just, why the hell is there glass in here? That deserves to go into a better place than that. If I knew where the hell I stored it. Where the hell do I put glass? Where the hell do I put... I guess it goes in there. But... God, it's so difficult to say anything, because I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything. I am actually super, super happy and lucky. Or I maybe not happy, but I have been very lucky with very specific things that are very strange, and they might not mean that much to someone else, but to me they're kind of everything. Look at that. You can see the moon and you can see the sun. Isn't that cool? It's my Counter-Strike is in the way. I can't see it. God damn it. But I don't know. I feel like I haven't said anything of substance. These Minecraft beta videos are first of all, I really don't want to stop doing them because they're an incredibly useful opportunity for me to kind of just reflect, or rather, I guess more realistically, think out loud about stuff. And, you know, that's, say what you will about the value of that, because, you know, it's a bit of a mess, right? This video alone isn't anything to go by. It's a very messy circumstance, a set of circumstances when it comes to somebody just spewing out their thoughts about things. But I've had a really great experience, you know. Especially recently, I'm gonna be honest, like last Minecraft beta video, I think I sounded pretty bitter, a little more than I even intended to. But I kind of regretted that video as soon as I finished it, because I realized, I don't know, I have plenty to be extremely thankful for. I mean, I'm just so happy that I'm not, you know, where I was when I started, you know. I'm just so happy I have so much more than that now. And I mean, just like experience-wise, and I mean, I will say that my ideas, right, a lot of the kind of dreams that I had at the very start of everything, kind of, I really kind of lost my grip on them. And I think the entire reason that I started, I don't know, okay, because here's the thing, right? Fucking hell. The Grober Catalyst, oh my god, this is the pact between the sheeps and the wolves, or me, or I don't know, remember who at this point. Nessa Whale Lake. God damn it. I'm not even talking about the world, but it beats getting spammed by 500 skeletons, okay? God, what was I saying? I have some, oh yeah, my ideas. I've kind of determined at this point that, oh my god, it's King Choco. That's all you get. That's his cameo. That's the King Choco cameo. That's all you get. That's all you get. And you know what? It's his fault because he walked away from me. If he didn't walk away from me, then maybe I wouldn't have done that, you know? But whatever. All right. God, I've been, okay, just focus on one thing at a time, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've determined that if I'm gonna, the things that I want to do, I need a different way of doing them. And again, something I considered a long time ago is realistic, and as realistic outcome is that nothing is gonna turn out the way that I envision it. Yes, that's definitely true. That is 100% true. And it's probably for the best anyway, but because a lot of the ideas that I had, I conceptualized a very long time ago, and I've just been kind of refining them ever since. You know, again, since like 2020 or so, right? That's when everything came to mind, and so much has happened since then, you know. It's so much has happened. And so much has changed, you know what I mean? So much has changed, and mostly for me, to be completely honest. But I've been kind of losing a grip on those ideas, but I don't want to lose them because they're, in my mind, they're all the value I really have. I've kind of staked everything on them in my head, at least when it comes to my own value as someone who can maybe make anything at all. But I've been kind of losing my grips on it. And that's why I've decided that I think I'm gonna just, I think that, how do I put this? I don't want to say I'm doing them because that, I'm not, right? I'm not, but I am in a kind of conceptual level, if that makes any sense. They're not something that I want to just think about and be like, when, eventually in some other time and place, maybe I'll be able to try it. It's not on that level anymore. It's now, it's moved to, I want to identify with this idea now, and on a level that I only kind of hinted at in the past. If any of that makes any sense at all, I don't know, but the thing about it is that I think in my head it's a way bigger deal than it is that anyone else would ever consider it to be, and that's because it's like the stuff I've thought about, the way it really, in all honesty, it goes back further than 2020. It goes back further than that, right? Because it's just kind of me at this point. It's kind of an identity that I've built into myself. I really genuinely meant to do so in a way where I would maybe even lose my mind over it. I thought that would be a worthy sacrifice, because I thought that would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of cool to do. That would be kind of cool, in my opinion. But I never ended up turning out that way. I guess I'm more normal than I'd like to be. But, yeah, I don't know. It's so difficult. It's so difficult. It's so difficult because I need to rearrange so many thoughts of mine. But it's the only way that it'll probably ever happen now at this point. Again, I think I said this in the last beta video. I was like, I don't think the things that I wanted to do are going to happen the way that I wanted them to happen. I just don't think that's ever possible. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen that way. It just won't. It just won't. And it's not, again, it's not that I don't think I can do them that way. For all I know, I might be able to do it that way. But it's funny, it's ironic, because it's like, maybe I could actually do it that way. But maybe I don't want to anymore. Now, I guess the thing that makes me wonder is, why did I want to in the first place? And it's in reality, it's because I just thought that was the only way it was ever going to be possible. Because I didn't really know how else I could do anything interesting other than, being in a certain position or whatever. Like, I didn't think I could make anything like that happen myself. And I certainly don't have the skills to do so now, nor any intent to, I don't know. I wouldn't say no intent to acquire them. I wouldn't say that, but, know how and how to do so. But ultimately, all of that stuff is extra. It is all totally extra and attached to the very core foundation, which is, I just want to have fun. I just want to play stuff and have fun. I want to stream and like playing videos, at least right now, and I want to just kind of have fun with stuff. I want to just, play some games, maybe be good at some games, maybe help teach people stuff about them. Like Tarkov's a great thing for that, and I'm glad I know so much about it, because I have been a pretty good help for a decent amount of people that have stopped by and asked me stuff, and I get things taught to me all the time. So it's just a great experience to have, And I think that ultimately that's the best thing, right? What more could you want than that? That's the best. That is easily the best. Yeah, that's what's nice. But I had this idea, right? And again, I think that's the thing. In my head, it's like, I have so many things I would love to do, but I don't know how to do them. It'll never happen. Oh, God, I need to become someone else. I need to become somebody better. I need to be somebody better than who I am now. But then it's like, one day, if you just bide your time, you just go about your life, one day, you'll just get an idea. And it's like, oh, wait, that actually might be possible. And I had an idea about that. Honestly, with some of the stuff that I want to do, there's two barriers. There's number one, I'm more interested in making covers of music than I am original music. That's number one, and that requires, I don't know how any of that works. I don't know if I have to ask for any kind of permission. I don't know how any of that works. I don't know if I have to recreate the entire song myself, which I ask a friend to do, like he's helped me make my own, some original music that I've done for him on the channel, but not for him. It was definitely for me, but like something like that. That's one barrier. Number two barrier, how do I want to portray that? Because I want way more than just like something static. I want something visually, something happening, right? I want to make stuff happen and for you to see stuff happen and to tell a story that way. Ultimately, hello, buddy. That's Buddy, right? It's not Grover, right? G-Dog? Oh god, I don't remember. I think it actually is Grover. I think that actually is G-Dog. I think. That's what... Why the hell is that in there? That's what comes to mind first and foremost. That's probably what it is. I never really was that attached to Minecraft pets anyway. I really never was, even as a kid, really, which is really weird because that was when everybody was super, super, like, happy to have pets. And they cared about them a lot. I never really did. I guess it's because they were just kind of useless. They didn't help me very much. Anyway, there's like two barriers there. But I've recently thought of a solution for the second one. Ultimately, the first one isn't. It's the first problem. The first barrier is something I can see how I could get around. I could learn the things that I don't know, and use, and then goddamn beta. And then I could just deal with them the way I have to deal with them, the way anyone else would, right? That's something I could do. That really is. If I actually sat down and really thought about it, when the day comes that'll become my priority, I'll do it. Like, the idea hasn't crossed my mind to clean my keyboard for a while, right? Like recently. I'm not saying I never cleaned it, okay? But I just randomly was like, I want to clean my keyboard. And I just did, and I did, and it was done. I just get the impulsive desire to do something. Maybe that's telling of something, but I hope not. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really care. I don't really mind. I don't really care. I don't know. I've always been that way, though. I've always been in a way where it's like, if I need to do something, and if I really truly want to do it, I think I will end up just kind of, I'll get in a groove, right? I'll get into like a not flow state, but I guess a crunch. I guess I impart a crunch upon myself to do a certain thing. And then it's always not as bad as I thought it was. It's always it's always fun. That's another thing. It's always fun. Cleaning my keyboard was fun. It was a fun thing to do. It was satisfying. Taking out all the keycaps and, getting the air and blowing everything out and all the stuff that I did. And that was fun. And that applies to basically just about anything. Like, even now, you see this, I look a little different today, right? And that's because I wanted to do something special to celebrate the Christmas upload because it's a pretty important upload. And so I wanted to do something special, and I was like, I don't know, I guess maybe I can make some kind of a cool image to put on the post I talk about the video on when I make up, my post on a community tab. And then I just decided to recolor everything, and here we are with this. And it's like, it was just fun to do, and I just got carried away with it. And I think I'm okay. I'm all right with it. I mean, it's not the best thing in the universe or anything. I mean, really, I'm just, the jacket is very, it's not great. It's not great, but it's fine because it really was just meant for a picture anyway. Actually, I do need to change it away from the color that it is and make it the normal color again. But the rest of it, I'm happy with. Like, look into my eyes, okay? Forget about Minecraft. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. I am really happy with what I managed to do there. which really wasn't that difficult, by the way. I like them. I think that it's nice. Also, I didn't show this, but that's a stripe. That's, anyway. Who cares about that? That's irrelevant. Yeah. I got carried away a little bit, and I was like, it turned out all right, actually. I like my eyes a lot. If there's anything about this model that I have, I think that there's problems. It has a fair few problems, but that's probably just because it was, something in a way mass-produced, right? You just buy it, right, and you can use it, and stuff like that. It has its issues. It has its issues, but the eyes, I'm a huge fan of the eyes and the hair, and the hair. Anyway, hello, buddy. I left behind a dog, and I took a dog with me. I think this is G-Dog. I think I left behind Grover. I think that's what I did. Yes! He just said so. So, yeah, it's accurate. Yes, exactly. Okay. But this is the Badlands. I named this area the Badlands because of how, I don't know, it looks like Borderlands 2 over here. I don't know how to explain it. So maybe, Buddy Badlands, maybe. I don't know, but probably not. But yeah, there's so much little stuff around. There's so many things everywhere. I built so many little things that I'm so happy with how they turned out and everything. And I mean, it's just so much fun. I built that whole rail just for the on a rail achievement, and I never got it. And I don't think I ever will. I don't think I'm destined to be on a rail. That's a Half-Life level. I'm not Gordon Freeman. But yeah, that's that. I mean, I need to go find the map. Where's my map? I need to go find where that is. I don't know where that is. This saloon, too. I'm super happy with how this came out. This was such a fun building project. I was like, I want to make something entirely out of wood. And here we go. I mean, look at how great this is. Look, I even utilized all the pistons and everything. And it's really nice. I like this little deck out here. I mean, it probably would make sense to have like a kitchen or storage room there instead. But I'm so happy with it. And they got a farm back here that always spawned mobs and annoyed me. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did I even mention the second barrier yet? The technical expertise on making it possible. I had an idea for what I could try and do, and I realized it's probably a lot easier than I think it is. I think I overestimated how difficult what I would want to do would actually be to do. I don't know how to explain it, but it would be something like, I don't know, making a setting, for example, making some kind of environment. The environment that I have in mind, at least, I don't know, I guess you would want more than one thing to make something like this really work. So maybe it really wouldn't be nearly enough, but like the basic environment that I have in mind is actually it's incredibly simple, and I could probably create it myself, and it probably wouldn't be that difficult. And when it comes to, I guess the big problem would be like, having a suitable avatar for that space. That would be the difficult thing to do. That would be the thing I would have no idea where to begin on. But I don't know. I started thinking about it, right? And that's the thing. It didn't cross my mind until recently, but it's like, it's not as impossible as I thought. At least I'm way further along in thinking about the process than I ever was. And that makes it just that little bit more real. Because in the end, everything just started as, I have some ideas, and that's it. That's it. And I just thought about how I could make them work, how I could connect things, and how I could get everything to make sense in its own way. And ultimately, it's kind of not really that complicated. I mean, it is, but I think it's complicated because I don't know how to describe it. And that's why, and I wouldn't really want to actually do so anyway, even if I could in like a video, because that would kind of defeat the purpose. It's like Valve telling you exactly what Half-Life 3 is going to be, and not saying that it's going to be that cool or good or anything, but it's like, oh, it's their magnum opus. They've been thinking about it for 10 years. So, they wouldn't want to tell you all about it, would they? Yeah, exactly. Show not tell, right? That's a thing that people say, and I don't have the means to show. I just don't have the means to show. That's why I haven't been able to tell anything. The pig. And that's the issue, you know? That's the issue. I need to go find where the map is. I think it's... let me go through my storage in the house. God, this is such a beautiful area, though. I mean, seriously. It never turned out the way I initially imagined it, right? It never did. But I'm really happy with what came of it. Yes, it's not perfect. There are some... I guess maybe you could call them shortcuts, I guess. There were a lot of things that I just kind of didn't want to tarnish, right? Like this floor, this was a natural hole in the ground and I wanted to preserve it. This was just a natural clearing. So I didn't want to harm it. So I left it entirely intact and give it an outline. You know? Stuff like that. Simple things like that. I just didn't want to mess with them. I just didn't want to. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, I think I nailed what I wanted to do. At least in a way that I'm very satisfied with. It's the map. There it is. How the hell did I ever know where anything was on this? Wow. Okay, hold on. This is the house. This is like a pixel art house. There's a little square there. I think that's near a spider spawner. Oh my god. I made an image, I think, that literally has everything on it. There's a little key island down here. Where's the runway strip? Oh, that's the realm of the Mad God Knight right here. Look at that. He's got the sword and the he's got the little T-shaped visor and the sword right there. That right here. Right there. That's that. I don't... Where's the monolith? The monolith is right here. That's this vertical line. What else? I mean, the sand quarry's up here. There's this little like house icon thing too. Like, what is that? It looks like pixel art of like a tent or something. Sheep Island is right here. It's like a lightning bolt kind of S shape or something like that. It's really weird. Where's the runway? There was a runway. And I don't see it. Is it just this? It was this extremely unnatural flat line of grass. Like 2 block wide line of grass in a desert. And it looked like a runway or something. I actually don't know where that is, but... yeah, I don't remember everything on this, but I did have an idea where everything was at some point. And I did name most things. I know the Dragon Mountain's up there somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm definitely not going to Site Hotel Bravo. I'm not going there, that's for sure. That's way too far away. I also don't want to go into the Nether because I just don't want to. I just don't wanna. You know, that's reason enough. Who needs another reason than that? So yeah. I guess that's the look back. I mean, what did we talk about today? What even happened? What did I even say? What I said today, what my goal was in today's conversation was to say that I don't know how to put it. Ideas? I got plans? That's not really accurate though, because it's not at that level yet. It's still not quite to that level yet. You know? It's just that I know now, which I didn't until now, that it's not impossible for me alone to do what I want to do. And I don't mean alone, like literally alone, but with what I have now. You know what I mean? With the resources that are available to me. A little bit. More so than before, but not quite. And if I had no idea that things would end up that way. And I think that's the reason I came back to this world. That's the reason I came back here to be nostalgic, was because the me that built all of this was ready to let it go. I was ready to drop it all in this pursuit, okay? I was ready to do that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I don't know yet. I don't know. All I know is I'm not going to drop any of this. Ever. Ever. It's just, I don't think I can. I don't think I have it in me to do that. I don't want to do that. I've never been fully happy with the way that things are. And part of my idea was to I don't want to change anything, but I wanted to at least offer my perspective. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a lot of people out there who are kind of similarly minded to me, and I wanted to give them something to relate to even more so. It's hard to explain. Again, I don't want to give anything away. And ultimately, it's kind of a niche thing anyway, still. It's still like a niche thing anyway. Even if I told you, chances are 99.9 to million% of people wouldn't even have any idea what I'm talking about anyway, or what I would want to do, or what I'm trying to do. I mean, ultimately, I think it'd just be fun. I think it'd be cool, you know? I just think it'd be fun, and I think it'd be cool, and I think it'd be a fun thing that people could you know, I don't know, just it'd be a fun thing for people to immerse themselves in. And what is that thing? It's me. It's just me. It's my character, I guess. It's my perspective. It's my the lens at which I see things, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. We've all lost things, right? We've all lost things. And at first I was just content knowing that. Then I lost things. And I was very lost. And shut up here, O'Brien. This is not about you anymore. I was very lost. Rather than pretending I was lost, I truly was, and I still am. And it's funny. It's like it's almost like the story that I had in mind is actually just playing out in reality, which is fucked because I'm not making anything good out of it. It's just, it's also kind of full of suffering, and it's like, it's kind of real now. I don't like that. I don't know how I feel about that. But also, it's experience that I'm happy to have. It's experience that I'm not going to turn down if life hands it to me. Yeah. I guess that's it. I guess that doesn't feel very substantial. That doesn't feel very rewarding. It doesn't feel like I said very much, but I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. I have no idea. I mean, the ideas that I had, if anything, I had them in mind to be like, why is there a skeleton here? Nice. Way to ruin my view. Okay, there. We'll look out here. I had the ideas with the intent of like one day, you know, people can see what I've made. People can see what I put together, and they'll be like, this is really dramatic, or this is like really edgy, or this is really unreal. This is ridiculous. This guy's God, he's self-centered, and then eventually time would pass, and people would realize, wait, oh my God, that's like metaphorically, like that's basically the exact same like what happened to me. It happened to us. That's exactly what happened. That's how everything went for us. And then the happiness that comes after in the story is like, oh my god, it's like hope for reality. That's a way to put it. That's a way to put everything. That's the end goal. So I guess I need to apply that to myself. Everything turns out okay. Enough. Everything turns out okay. With the caveat that just as I started, I don't get to keep anything. I don't get to have anything. I only have what I know. That's it. And that goes on from the beginning to the end. No matter how many distractions come along the way, in the end, no matter what I do for anyone else, all I have is myself. But having yourself is having a whole lot. It's just about realizing that. It's about realizing what you actually are and being content with it. You know? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. There you go. It's just that the way you might go about doing that, there's a million, billion, gajillion ways to do a story like that. So, yeah, and I don't know. There was a very small amount of time where it would have all made sense to be in one place, but there just wasn't a world where I could have ever been there to make it happen. And that's very, very, very much solidified now. So if anything, I need to broaden it a little, make it a little less niche. It's, ultimately the same exact concept, but make it a little less specific. And it still works. I just wish that I had it prepared. I had the message told before all this. Before 2024. What a fucking rough year, dude. God damn it all. Still, though. There was a lot of good. I had a lot of great moments. I had a lot of fantastic moments. And somehow, I enjoyed them all with no consequences. Wow, lucky me. Lucky me. So, without further ado, that is going to do it for this episode of Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. It's an actual one. It's an actual normal one. It's not even super hostile. It's actually Minecraft Beta again. For one day. Just for one day to look back and have a little retrospective. Because, man, where did the time go? You know what I mean? And, I spent the whole thing talking about myself. Hey, maybe I am self-centered. But it's okay, because I'm just like you. So if I'm self-centered, then that means I'm actually doing everything for you. Which means I'm not selfish at all. It means I'm selfless. That's the paradox, isn't it? Being super selfless is inherently selfish, because you get to be labeled as selfless, which is a good thing, which means you're selfishly acquiring that title, which means you're selfish again. Get it? Yeah, that's, I don't know, maybe that's just a guilt I have where it's like, I can't ever do anything good because I'll be like this, I'll be selfish for doing it, but then I'll do it anyway, and I just won't care. I'm kind of going off the rails. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Minecraft Beta 1.7.3, just Minecraft Beta. Thank you guys so much for watching if you did. I very much appreciate it. As always, it means a lot. But until next time, all we have to do is keep moving. Keep chugging along. That's going to do it for today. I always come back, and while I have been Snippy, I hope I'll see you around.